Tyla's having a moment, and now she's about to take it global in the biggest way possible. Fans everywhere have been waiting to see where she'll pop up next, and it turns out her next stop is one of the most epic stages in the world. Let's discover what she's up to. Soundstorm 2025 is officially back, and Riyadh is about to shake like never before. This isn't just any music festival, it's Saudi Arabia's biggest music event, and honestly, it's starting to look like one of the biggest in the world. From Thursday, December 11th to Saturday, December 13th, the desert is going to turn into one massive party, with some of the most iconic artists flying in to make it unforgettable. And right at the center of it all this year, Tyla. Yes, Tyla, who's been dominating charts, social media, and playlists everywhere, is headlining the festival and performing in Saudi Arabia for the very first time. That's already a huge deal. But when you throw Post Malone into the mix too, things just get next level. What makes this edition so exciting is how fresh it feels. Tyla isn't just another big name added for hype. She's representing a new wave of music that is connecting with younger fans all over the globe. She has that star power that pulls people in, and fans are already buzzing to see how she's going to bring that energy to Riyadh. It's not just a show for her, it's a debut, a statement, and something that will probably set the tone for every performance she does in the region going forward. People are expecting her to pull out all the stops, her biggest songs, new surprises, high energy, and a stage presence that makes her stand out in a lineup that's stacked with heavyweights. Soundstorm has always been about scale, huge stages, mind-blowing visuals, bass you can feel in your chest, and a lineup that mixes legends, global chart toppers, and the most exciting DJs in the world. In past years, they've had Eminem, Linkin Park, Camila Cabello, and Calvin Harris, so expectations are naturally sky high. This year, they've got Post Malone, Halsey, Calvin Harris returning, Benson Boone, and then a wild mix of acts like DJ Snake, Major Lazer sound system, and honestly, about 50 more artists from different corners of the music world. It's one of those lineups where you look at the poster and can't even decide which day is better because every single one is loaded. But even with all those names, Tyla feels like the one everyone's talking about right now, because there's just something special about seeing an artist step onto a Saudi stage for the first time and do it in front of tens of thousands of people.
I feel like I come with the story, you know. I come from a very small place, little city in South Africa, all the way at the bottom of Africa, the tip. Literally, I was just a girl with a dream, really. A girl that didn't really have much examples. Like, this wasn't really possible at that age when I was coming up as an artist. It wasn't something that was realistic, and I made it a reality. I just feel like coming with a story and a new sound. It's a big thing for pop, I feel, especially for Africa. You need an African pop star.
What's even better is that her music fits the Soundstorm vibe perfectly. It's not just about listening, it's about dancing, moving, being part of the moment, and her songs are perfect for that. She brings rhythm, a mix of pop and amapiano energy, hooks that get stuck in your head, and an overall presence that makes people want to sing along. That's exactly the kind of energy that a festival like this thrives on. You can just picture that crowd bouncing as soon as she drops her first track. And because it's her first time in Saudi, you know she's going to make it memorable. Fans will be there filming everything, posting clips all over TikTok and Instagram, and that energy is going to spread beyond the festival. People who aren't even in Riyadh will be watching online like, wow, I wish I was there. Post Malone, of course, brings his own flavor. He's one of those artists who just knows how to work a massive crowd. He can go from singing emotional ballads to turning the stage into a full-blown party with his bangers. Having him and Tyla share top billing is honestly a brilliant move. Post Malone brings the festival veterans, the ones who know every lyric and want to scream them out under the desert sky. Tyla brings in the fresh, trending energy, the younger crowd that's ready to dance and post every moment. Together, they make sure everyone's included and everyone leaves talking about how Soundstorm 2025 might have been the best edition yet.
Popping! I love to clear the room and just be with myself, and praying, honestly. Like, hype myself up a bit, so I get on stage and I'm ready to give the energy.
The festival itself is set up to be an absolute experience. You're not just going to a concert, you're entering a whole new world for 3 days. There will be multiple stages, each one with its own vibe. Some will be all about electronic beats, others will focus on live performances, and some will be a mix of everything. The production is always insane. Lights, visuals, pyrotechnics, the kind of stuff that makes you feel like you're part of a music video. Add in the Saudi desert backdrop and you've got something completely unique, something you can't get anywhere else. And this year, because Tyla's performing for the first time, you can bet there will be some special touches just for her set. She might bring dancers, she might premiere something new, or she might just lean into fan favorites and make sure every single person out there is singing along. Whatever she does, it's going to be a career milestone. People love to witness those moments when an artist takes that step from just being popular to being iconic, and Soundstorm 2025 might be that moment for her. Another thing that makes this so interesting is how Soundstorm has become a global destination festival. It's not just local fans showing up. People are flying in from all over the world for this. That means Tyla isn't just performing for Saudi fans, she's performing for a truly international crowd. That kind of energy can push an artist to go even harder because the audience is so diverse, so ready to have fun, and so invested in making every set legendary.
I think I would say you have to really want this. Because even me, before I actually got into it, I was like, I want to be a pop star. But I didn't realize how much work actually goes into it. Like the sleepless nights, the pressure, the stress, it's a lot. So I would just say make sure you really want it and then go for it.
The energy around Post Malone is big too, but he's done this kind of thing before. He knows how to command a festival stage, so his set will be flawless, the crowd will be singing every word, and it'll be a great night. But there's something about watching someone do it for the first time that hits differently. Tyla's going to have that extra spark, that extra hunger to prove herself. That's what's going to make her performance one of the most talked about moments of the entire festival. When you step back and look at the bigger picture, Soundstorm 2025 feels like more than just a music event. It feels like a statement about where Saudi Arabia is heading with its music and culture scene. It's showing the world that they're not just hosting concerts, they're creating world-class experiences, bringing together artists who would headline Coachella, Glastonbury or Lollapalooza and putting them all in Riyadh for 3 unforgettable nights. And Tyla being front and center is proof that this festival is about the future. It's about who's next, who's breaking boundaries, and who's setting the tone for the next generation of music lovers.
So this year, I feel like I grew mainly in 3 different ways. Firstly, performing. Before this year, I didn't really perform that much. So I feel like I just gained so much more confidence on stage. My songwriting, making music, I feel like I found my sound.
For fans, this is the kind of event that stays with you. You might forget what day it is or how many hours you've been dancing, but you don't forget the feeling of being part of something that big. You don't forget the moment the lights go out, the bass drops, and Tyla steps onto the stage for the first time. You don't forget screaming along to Post Malone under the desert sky. Those are the memories people keep forever. Soundstorm 2025 is 3 days of music, but it's also 3 days of connection, discovery, and pure adrenaline. Whether you're there for Tyla, Post Malone, Halsey, Calvin Harris, or to discover a DJ you've never heard of before, you're going to walk away with a new favorite moment, a new favorite song, maybe even a new favorite artist. That's the magic of this festival. It brings all these worlds together and lets you lose yourself in the music. So get ready, because this December, Riyadh is the place to be. Tyla is about to take over the stage, Post Malone is about to shut it down, and Soundstorm 2025 is about to remind everyone why it's the most talked about music festival in the region. This isn't just a concert, this is a storm, and if you're lucky enough to be there, you're going to be right in the middle of it. That's the scoop on Soundstorm 2025. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Will Tyla's set end up being the most talked about moment of the entire weekend, or will Post Malone completely take over the spotlight? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button if you're as hyped for Soundstorm as we are. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any updates on the festival and all the highlights when it goes down.